You just have high expectations for things. Well, I mean, it's not bad to have high expectations, but you know, like you gotta give some games, some devs a pass, especially if it's like an indie title, you know. Wait, is that loot? No, that's fire. Wait, where do I need to go? The tavern. Is there any more loot here? Maybe? Oh, no, that's the captain of the ship. I don't want to go there. Not yet, anyway. We're back at a tavern.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
Yeah, this game,
According to one of his fellows, he would have
dropped
been
down in
taken
price fairly
right
rapidly too. Yeah.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Plague Tale's innocence is incredible. Vampire, not so much.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients.
But that's my
A
personal
big
opinion.
gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
No.
I
we're
need
good.
to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
There he is.
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
Because you
Am
can't
I
see
in your
anything.
debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared
Yeah, Plague
2
Tale,
days ago.
Plague Tale's innocence
After
was
visiting this
amazing.
establishment, a young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
You played?
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Okay. Wait.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Man, that seriously, that disease thing they have looks nasty. Like, absolutely nasty.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
I like the, I really like the armors though in this game, man. They look cool. Well, I mean, Encrypt, if you have PlayStation Plus, this game is on there. It's the game of this month. So I mean, it's basically free if you already pay for the subscription. I wish I had. Not gonna lie. I wish I had a two PC setup for streaming, so I could subscribe to Game Pass and kind of play more games on PC. Or I wish I had a Series X also on top of the PlayStation, so I could like stream the Xbox games that are on Game Pass that I can't really play on my PC because my PC's too shit.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
The lady of the house? Where's she going? It's a wall. Oh, I can go upstairs. Okay. It sounded like she wanted to guide me somewhere, and then like she just stared at the wall. I was like...
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
You what now?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
No, that sounds like kidnapping at best.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
No, they don't.
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
I doubt it, though. That sounds weird. Giving budget in no time, the world is cruel. Dude, I know, right? It's the same for me, man. When I was a kid, I didn't have any money, so I tended to play the same games over and over and over again. And now that I finally have some kind of means, I'm lacking time. In fact, time is the biggest constraint right now. If only I could stream full time, then that wouldn't be a worry anymore, as much, at the very least. I'd be able to go through a lot more games. So Captain Vasco, wait, hold on. So now I have to talk to the captain, the Arbor Master for something else, and that's another quest, and that is a location we've never been. Okay, so let's see the Arbor Master. That way. We'll confront him, but I'm sure they didn't kidnap the boy. That seems like so unlikely. I don't know. I just don't believe him.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Oh, I went the wrong way, I think. No, I didn't. There was just a... Like a weird conversation on the side there.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
No.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy.
Oh, okay, Ezzy. Appreciate it, man.
She claims that her
Thank you
son was
so very
taken.
much for all the support tonight.
Taken?
You're incredible, my dude.
Her son
I love
is
your face.
sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Okay.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Okay, so Mr. the whatever his face. Him.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away
I
the
mean, one would
risk
think, right?
and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
I did, yes.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
She told me a strange story about her son who was a
Oh, it is
cabin boy
encrypt.
on our ship.
When is it coming out
She said that
again?
he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Oh, and now he
Probably
disagrees
did
and he
it
wants him
before
back.
the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Wow, really? Yeah, that's very, very soon. I won't be grabbing it, but that's very soon. Mostly because nowadays I only grab games that I know for a fact I'm gonna be streaming. Like if I'm not gonna be streaming it, then there's no point, because I won't have time to play it. Unless it's like a super short game, like Astro's Playroom or something, you know? Which I didn't grab. It was free, but like that kind of length. And even then, sometimes I kind of regret not streaming it. I think it would have been cool to stream Astro. Yeah, it's all a battle of time. I would like to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouse we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure that there is enough for food for everyone. And be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Oh yeah, we shall. Also, we know where it is because we've been there before. I just didn't, like, there was just nothing in there because I didn't know. But now we do know. I'm also noticing that we haven't been in a fight in a very long time.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Plus that soon? Oh, I feel it. Oh, yeah. Tell the what? Let's try to remain discreet. Oh, down there.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back.
The same as Styx?
He'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Ooh, 50%. Are we feeling it? I wonder what happens if you fail. Let's try.
You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a
Oh,
parent.
it's failed.
You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
Oh, he didn't do anything.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
Well, simple as
children
that.
Leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Oh. Nice. Oh, we didn't even get to die. That, yeah, it's a big feather. I'm very feathery. Where is he?
It's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
It's not really good, but whatever. What up, yo?
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yeah.
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind.
Wow, you really are like a new sailor.
She seems so sweet
No
and
tattoos.
happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old.
Oh, wow. I never actually played
I
that.
barely remember them. They
Is it any
find
good?
me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes.
Actually,
You should
never
still
played
go
it, but
and
I
say
do own
farewell
it.
to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
For world building? Nice. No loot here. Oh, you could have detonated this. Interesting. There's so many different ways to do things. It's kind of super interesting. Nice. Let's give him back to the captain. But at least let's go see the captain. Probably would be super happy to see us. Captain was like, "Keep your ends off my cabin, boy!"
Sir?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We
Nah.
should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do?
Yep.
It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Cool.
Be back soon, Captain.
Oh, we got some rep with them. And a level. Very nice. I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. Really quickly, I will be right back. Won't be too long. Okay. The chair stream. You know it. You know it! Okay, what are we looking for here? Controlled by other factions. The zone is under the control of another faction than yours. Certain places are forbidden for you. A costume of the faction will allow you to trick the guards. You can try and stealth approach, but if a guard spots you, it will result in a violent response and damage your reputation.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Okay, so we don't have a costume of that faction, though.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
We already have the proper ingredients. All we have to do is craft it. Leave, 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 leave. I pressed the button by mistake. I was like, oh no, please leave.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We're not in Thélème, you know. You better get going. The harbour master is ringing it. All the Naughts must rendezvous at the port authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Damn, we didn't hear either. We're done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Okay, that was cool. But it was a different it was a different thing, obviously. It wasn't it's not the same mission, I think. Wait, who are these people?
Damnation. We've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
We'll do the battle in a second.
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of St. Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of St. Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white. And there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the
Wow,
depths sounds
okay.
more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad.
Right?
The
Right,
Inquisition
Encrypt? Yeah.
won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be
I remember
safe.
that class. It was
By
super
entering
cool.
Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
I do. Yeah.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could...
It was my
forget what you
favorite looking
discovered,
class.
perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Sure. Oh. Oh, I could... And I'm in good standing with them, too, so they might be willing. Since they're enemies anyway.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Okay, cool. That's actually very nice. I'm now realizing I've never saved. The autosave system is actually pretty cool. Kindness plus. Oh, I know, right? I know, right? So, let's do the battle.